Well, joining us this morning is Ashleigh English, Executive Director of the Titusville YWCA. Ashleigh, good morning. Good to see you.
Nice to be here.
It is, springtime.
It is spring. It is spring, at least for the day. And then I think tomorrow we have a next couple weeks, but that's why you don't start your gardens till Memorial Day, right?
That's right. That's right.
You never know what the weather's going to bring.
And it seems like June's been cool the last couple years.
Yeah, it has. It really has. Our Septembers and Octobers are warm, but our Junes have been pretty cool. So a little bit of switch in our weather there. Yeah,
boy, you got big events coming up. You got the May Dance right around the corner.
And May Dance will be the week after prom. Traditionally, we always have it then. Always, saying some prayers for nice weather, because it's just so nice when we can be out on the lawn and let the kids dance, and it just looks pretty with all the white lights up and doesn't smell as bad and the things like that. So it's we always hope that the weather is cooperative on May Dance night, and as well as prom. It's always so nice with the kids going into the dances. And Saturday we have our Hot Wheels party. So it's kind of just a theme of kind of planes, trains, and automobiles. Just something for kids to do. The weather's not supposed to be that great on Saturday morning, so 10 to 12. If you have a young person, we'll have so many things for them to play with and try and do, and just being active and out and about. We'll have some snacks for them, and you can either, if it's an older child, you can drop them off. If you want to stay with them, you can stay with them. It's sure to be a good time. So, if you have nothing else going on, pop on over. We'll gladly play with you for a few hours on Saturday morning. Easter egg hunt. Our community Easter egg hunt is coming up April 12th. So that's the weekend before Easter. That's a Saturday. Again, hoping for nice weather. Again, it can always make it, whether we're having a Steel Magnolias Easter egg hunt kind of day where it's just beautiful and perfect, or if we're like, oh my goodness, let's get this over with. So eggs will be hidden in the yard. We'll have some different things for folks to do if they stick around with the little ones and play. And then we're going to add, April is Autism Awareness Month. So we've done an autism walk for the last couple years. And we just decided we were going to try and do that the same weekend as our Easter egg hunt. So you could bring the kids, have the be at the Easter egg hunt, and then maybe stick around and do that walk to support those families with kids, those special individuals that have autism and all the challenges, and just see what wonderful people they are and how they brighten our community. And so, that's something else that you could do on that Saturday as well. We have some cheer clinics coming up. So those are, again, those Saturday mornings, just, when it's still, it's spring. So if it's rainy or cold or, too much mud for the kids to be outside, this is a great opportunity for kids to come, spend the morning learning some cheers and being active, anything to get kids off the screen time and just moving their bodies. Plans with United Way, again, this summer, we will have our free swims at the high school.
Oh, nice.
So those will start, I think it's June 15th. So it's not the first week that school's out. I have to be out of town that week. So, and then we'll run till the end of July. So about 7 weeks of 1 to 4, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Kids will have an opportunity to come in and swim in the pool. It's not the same as maybe being at the beach or the outdoor pool, but it gives kids something to do. And again, being active, hanging out with their friends. It's a safe environment. There's supervision there. If the child's over the age of 7, they can be there without an adult. If they're younger, we do like to have somebody kind of keeping an eye on them. But of course, there's, our guards are always great, and keep a close eye on safety and different things like that. So we're looking towards better weather and activities coming up.
That's fantastic. So with a lot of this stuff, they can get information on Facebook, the website. They can pay at the door or in advance.
Yeah, we do offer. We have Venmo. Okay, we keep things cheap enough that if we're taking credit cards, that's a pretty big cut in the profit. Not that a profit margin. It basically is just covering our costs for the event. So pay at the door or shoot us a Venmo. That helps out. And really, when you do pre-register, the big thing is it's not so much like, oh, I pre-registered, they're going to bill me for. It helps us plan. Do we have 20 kids come in? Do we have 50 kids come in? What do we need in terms of snacks? What do we need in terms of, little party favors? How much help should we have there that day just to make sure that kids have a great time? So we always appreciate those pre-sign-ups. So if you get a chance, please do. And it makes, too, when people are dropping their kids off, if I already have your name and number, and then I don't have to stand there and get that from you while kids are coming in the door that day.
It seems like every single night I drive past, even on the weekends, it seems like there's always something going on. There's been a couple big weekends. This is a great picture.
Her princess party, yeah.
But whether it's events you're hosting or maybe somebody's renting the gym, that is a possibility for somebody?
Our gym is very possible to rent for birthday parties, and sadly, I wish I had 3 or 4 of them to rent out because a lot of times people message me and it's just not available. So it does book up fast this time of year. So I always say to people, if you have a date that you want, please make sure you call a couple months ahead of time. With that, pretty much November through April, we book pretty much every Saturday and Sunday with some type of birthday party or baby shower or something going on where people need an indoor space.
And that's a great way to support the YW as well, isn't it? Renting the space?
Absolutely. So, and it's a really nice place to have a party, too. Sadly, we are not, because our gym, I don't know why it was ever built on the second floor. I don't know if that was a thing 100 years ago, but, and we don't have a lift, so people do have to be able to do stairs, and that's, unfortunate, but the cost of having something just was absolutely cost prohibitive for us for a 100-year-old building. But otherwise, it's just a nice place for kids to come in. There's a kitchen area, kids can play. If you need a little bit of more quiet space for the adults, they can be more in the kitchen or whatnot and just let kids run around. And especially this time of year, because it's just, the cold and the mud, it's just, picnics are hard, and living room space for a birthday party with 10 or 15 kids can be pretty chaotic as well. So, give us a call, check us out if you have a party coming up. Love to help you out if we can.
I think this event was a couple weeks ago as well, Mom and Me.
Yeah, we had a Mom
nice.
and Me dance, really a nice evening. Moms came, brought the kiddos with them, and we just danced. We just danced all night long. Had a lot of fun with that program. And like I said, the Princess Party, that's an old-time favorite. We did that 2 weeks ago and had a nice turnout for that. And it's so funny because what we do see is a lot of times girls that came when they were princesses, and now, we've been doing it so many years, they're coming back to us and they help us out. So we do get some teen volunteers, which is just fabulous because the kids love seeing them. And we really do have a lot of great teens that want to help out and come, and they're good with the kids. And like I said, the kids just love those teens to hang out with.
And some possible future stars there.
Oh my gosh, we had the karaoke machine out, and it was just, you love when they're not afraid to just have fun and be themselves and think that they're fabulous because they are fabulous, and then trying to prevent that time where everybody gets self-conscious and worried, and how do I look, and oh, I can't sing, I can't dance, somebody might notice me. So we really just want to help girls and boys, just be themselves and have fun and try new things.
That is part of the mission, right? The empowerment part, and
absolutely
reaching them at this age is very important.
It is important because we do know, kids are so open, and they're share their ideas and talk, and then there's something that happens about third grade where, and like I said, this happens to girls and boys. Yeah. They just get more self-conscious and more afraid to try new things. And what if somebody laughs at me, or more afraid to speak up and tell you what they're thinking. And really just saying, be yourself, like yourself. You're pretty special. And we want to enhance that.
And it applies, into the high school sports side. There's students who are afraid to try things because of, a lot of issues that are present today. And that's been the case for a long time. I remember we were doing swimming, and Terry Funk would say, not just the girls that are, self-conscious about things, but the boys as well. Mm-hmm. So it's there. And if you can reach them at this young age and let them know that they have that kind of power to make decisions.
And just keep growing that. Just keep letting them know that, what? No one is a master at anything or at everything. So give it a try. You might really enjoy it. And maybe you're not particularly strong at it now, but if you put some time and effort into it, it might turn into a great passion for you. So just give it a try. Don't be afraid. Don't let your fears keep you from doing things that you really want to do. That's the biggest message I always want for kids. Young adults as well, is don't keep your fear, your anxiety from keeping you trying things that you think might be fun and something that you'd enjoy.
Well, from students to adults, what's available for adults to take part in?
For adults, we have a pretty active women's weightlifting. For women, we call it... what do we call it? Strong Women, Strong Bounds. And that we have a large group of women that come in Tuesday, Thursdays. Again, this is probably a retired group because it is during the daytime hours. We offer some yoga, some Zumba. There's a little workout room. We are not a health club by any means, just trying to offer some opportunities for people to be active. We have a women's group that meets on Thursday afternoons, just finding that sisterhood. Topics are wide ranging. We have a monthly momology group that comes together. Again, usually we try to have some childcare so kids can play, they're entertained, they're safe. Moms can talk about, all those things that are so hard with parenting and frustrating, and realize they're not alone, that, a lot of people are dealing with picky eaters or problems with potty training or a mouthy teenager or, those things that we just find that we're not alone in that. And we also are offering a support group for parents that have lost children. So that is available as well. And you can always give us a call, and if you want some more information or just talk one-on-one, please don't hesitate to reach out. And, if there's something that you think might be a benefit to you, please let us know, because that's why we're there.
You're watching The Morning Drill on Stream TV and on the Armstrong Neighborhood Channel. Ashleigh English with us here this morning from the Titusville YWCA. Hard to believe coming into those events that lead us into the summer. You mentioned some great things coming up. How far out do you plan ahead? Are you looking at, again, more things for summer? Are you starting to look at fall?
Well, right now my big focus is the pool. Just making sure we have guards lined up and different things like that. There is just so much going on in our community, though, all the time, between what other nonprofits are doing, what churches are doing, what the schools are doing. There really is stuff out there, and for people of all ages too. I think from little kids up to adults. Do you have to look for it? Yeah, you do. You have to get online a lot of times, and and see like, oh, the Arts Council's doing this weekend, or Drake Well has a speakers series going on, or tonight we are meeting at the Episcopal Church. People are still welcome to attend just to have some civil conversations. We mix up the groups. You get pizza for dinner. That's at 6 o'clock tonight. That's a program. We're just trying to find, how do we have common ground? How do we discuss things in civil ways, because we all live in this community. We're all part of this country, and we're not always going to agree on everything, but let's keep it civil and have respect, and maybe try to understand why somebody's views are different than yours.
And that, you said tonight, well, that is this a series that will take place over the next couple months? Or?
We have one planned again for April.
Okay.
I don't know if we'll go into the summer, because, people around here just... We love that nice weather. You're soaking it up. But we do have another one planned for the April, I think it was April 24th is what they had set. So that's a group effort between the YWCA and the St. James Episcopal Church. So still time to show up. Just 6 o'clock, we'll be in their parish hall. Little pizza, little salad if you want something to eat, and just have conversation.
Let's talk about immunizations. Your view, where's that disconnect? Because we're starting to see things pop up around the country. Mm-hmm. Is it just kind of getting back in the routine of making those visits to the doctor? Is it just lack of information? I mean, what's, in your view, where's that disconnect?
I think, people, nothing, especially with children, is, we want to be doing the right thing for our kids. We really do. And I believe a lot of parents that are choosing not to immunize feel that they are making a good choice for their kids. But really, when you look at the research and what is out there, there is no connection with immunization and autism. The studies have been done over and over and over. What we're finding, though, as we look at things, that these measles outbreaks that are happening and things like that, it is affecting children or adults that have not been immunized. The kids that have been immunized, they can be exposed to the measles and they're okay. And these are really, they're preventable diseases. And I always want to say immunizations have been around for hundreds of years. And George Washington, was giving smallpox, or was it smallpox? I think it was smallpox vaccine. Oh, crud. I'm having a senior moment. But to the Continental Army to try and make sure that people were safe, that they could stop these diseases from taking over people's lives. Same with, polio. People remember the days where everybody lined up in the school and got their polio vaccine. It's done a lot so that we don't have a lot of these types of diseases in the United States that maybe we see in other countries. So I absolutely talk to your healthcare professional about your concerns and see how you can work together with them to make sure that you are protected, that you, whether it's for a child or as an adult, and especially as we become older, again, we're more susceptible to these diseases. So we really need to make sure that you got your pneumonia, your shingles, your flu shots, your COVID. This winter was rough with, lots of flu, lots of, incidents of comas, respiratory. So please make sure you're talking to your healthcare professional.
Are these conversations that take place at certain groups that you host? I guess the overall question I'm trying to get to is, you're looking at the overall health of that family unit, right? Mom and kids, and
absolutely
making sure, if the parents aren't healthy, it's hard to take care of the kids.
Absolutely. So that, we need that. And also we know that multi-generations, it takes a village to raise a kid. Grandma needs to be healthy.
Yeah.
And we don't want grandma to get sick because the kids are coming in and bringing all, the germs that they're getting as they're out eating dirt and things like that. So just really being, careful. The Pennsylvania Immunization Coalition is very active in trying to get information out. The CDC is very active. Your state health clinics can help you as well, and just your family doctor. Like I said, I think it's done with good intention, but I don't know that it's necessarily the best choice. And what it really does is it exposes people who are immunocompromised not being able to get those vaccines when they're exposed to other people who have not been vaccinated. It really puts them in a rough place. So you're protecting your neighbor, you're protecting your family by doing a full screen of your vaccines and staying up to date.
Lots of ways to continue to support the Titusville YWCA. One of those, of course, is a membership, and like the programs you offer, very budget friendly. It's something that's not out of reach for families, and to continue to get these benefits.
Absolutely, and I do think whether you're somebody that uses our services directly or not, when you do that $30 annual membership, male or female, you're saying, I support the things you do. I support that this is in our community. I think it's important. I may not use those services, but I really think it's important. Just like that we have the libraries, that we have associated charities, that we have our YMCA, that we have United Way. We're saying these are good things for our community. And even if I don't access those services as an individual, I want to support them because it makes my community a better place.
And if folks have questions, they can call and have a conversation with you?
They can always call. You can message. You can shoot us an email. Stop in just to talk and look around. We love telling you about everything that YWCA has to offer.
And if somebody wants to say, hey, I'll give you the money to put in an elevator.
By golly, we'll get in an elevator then.
Ashleigh, good to see you this morning.
Thanks so much.
All the best.
Bye-bye.